This is the Big Chillin Podcast.
All right, here we are. This is it.
Yeah, we're gonna no longer say welcome back. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
either way. I don't think
You're
it
back.
matters.
If someone's listening, so whatever. Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Say.
It's the DIY podcast.
Yeah, it's really funny. It'd be funny to change it to the DIY
Do
podcast.
it yourself podcast. Well, what would
Yeah.
that be? Because we are doing it ourselves.
We're doing the podcast ourselves, so literally we're not lying to them.
We're doing it. It's a DUI. A DUI podcast? No.
That's
DIY.
probably a podcast.
DIY.
Yeah. We literally are doing it ourselves. So I mean, I don't think
Is
it's
the TV
like
just
a,
like blaring into here?
no,
Let
it
me turn
is.
that right
Yep.
off there. I mean, close the door.
yeah, the other web show we watch is blaring into here. They're just copying iCarly, really. Bunch of.
I was gonna say web show. That sounds like iCarly.
Yeah, that's what that is. Pat McAfee show. It's a web show.
It is a web show.
And
Is
a
this a
radio
web show? This is a web show, I guess.
It's not. I mean, yeah.
Hour long web show. Yeah, you fucked yourself there.
I mean, I'd love to have a web show.
Yeah, me too.
That's what we're trying to do.
You go on, what was the thing? Thesplat.com?
What?
It was like,
it's
where
on Nickelodeon.
iCarly was posted?
Yeah, I think so. It's really weird.
What was it?
It was a weird like
Not the chive, that was the thing
the chive.
that old people looked at.
You guys got on the that's a thing called the chive.
It was like where memes were at one point.
I was about to say it sounds.
When
like
I was on iFunny in high school.
Oh God, back in those days.
Yeah. Like I was like 14 or something,
Yeah.
I guess.
Pretty good.
On iFunny and shit, looking at memes.
Hilarious.
And I guess I wasn't really on Instagram at that point yet. That was where I got my memes. And I remember
Memes.
either I don't know how we got into this topic with an uncle, but he's like, yeah, they just had old stuff from the chive.
The
I
chive.
was like, okay, yeah, they might. And all the things that we post each other anyway. I guess it's all from Twitter.
Yeah,
And
really
or from
originates.
Reddit. Then it gets to Twitter.
The main news website, Twitter.
Twitter really is it. That's like the general area. That's the fastest. That's where things spread.
Guess so yeah.
I guess that's where news spreads the quickest.
Might start releasing these episodes to Twitter.
Hour-long videos to Twitter. Do they do that? That's probably
People
not a good
do
idea.
that, and it's really
It's mainly
funny.
like, hey, this happened, or you just let out a thought like about a fart or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah, really.
and people like repost it and relate it to horrible things going on in the world.
I was followed by one guy, and I just
Mhm.
keep that fan forever. If I still have my account, one guy named Retard.
He followed you.
Yep. I was like, sweet.
Yeah, that
That's
was
complete.
me.
That's all I need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, that was my account. I didn't really
Yeah.
do anything, but no, it wasn't me. I don't have a Twitter. I should create a Twitter.
Yeah, it was funny back when Twitter was like starting to become a thing. I would say stuff like in class or whatever, and people are like, "Oh man, you should have a Twitter." I'd be like, "No, I don't."
Hey,
know
you're
how to
gonna
do
be
it."
the Alec Baldwin guy that.
Yeah.
It just like.
This class is dumb.
Oh, there he goes.
That's
Or wait, what
funny.
was it from Victorious? The Weasel Rat or .com? It was
Oh
like
my
where you
God.
do your gossiping.
I forgot what it was. In real life, is Yik Yak in this area.
Oh my God, Yik Yak was crazy.
yeah, I think we talked about this a while ago.
maybe
Maybe
one
we
on
did.
one of the first ones.
Yeah, maybe
Not
it's
even,
released.
I don't even know, but Yik Yak had all the tea, as they would call it these days.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I was like these days.
These
For some reason, it said these days. They would have all this stuff like, oh, this chick was doing this, or this guy. It was like some
Name
random
people.
shit too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, and then it got, it was either gross
I think
or
it started that way.
had something sexual going on, or I don't know. It was just rumors that would spread,
Yeah, and then they all just went on Facebook, I guess.
and somehow they banned it. They were, like the school banned it. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, they like had control of the Wi-Fi somehow.
Oh, that's what it was. Then people went on 4G.
Yeah, people just like switched to mobile data, I guess.
They were like, ah,
3G
they'll have
at
to
that
pay.
time.
Yeah, 3G.
Yeah,
They really had us by the balls there.
back in the day.
3G.
3G doesn't even work anymore.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, with my new phone, getting switched to 4G is like having it go to 3G in the old days. Like, it fucking doesn't even load shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh
I
my
mean,
God.
actually it loads, but like, it just takes seemingly forever.
Yeah, I guess for the people like in I don't know rural Wyoming, 3G is still pretty good. Because didn't we have only 3G when we
They
went
probably
to?
have like 8G in Wyoming.
8G.
Nobody goes there. We don't even know what they have.
That'd be so funny. No one's hogging all the lines. So it's like
Maybe that's true. Maybe they have the best Wi-Fi because of that reason.
yeah.
Because they just
Maybe.
have all these 5G towers. Maybe not 5G, but the best Wi-Fi because nobody's hogging all the signal.
Yeah. I think.
Or same thing with 5G.
Yeah, I don't know if they want 5G towers there. They're pretty Republican in Wyoming.
Yeah, but they're not British. I think the British are the only people that have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's like some British. I guess some people who moved from Britain to here who've spread it. I
Oh,
guess
that's true.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe.
an interesting thing how England picks their battles versus how we do. I guess
pretty
I
funny.
say we as in just like random people in
Americans.
the United States that like pick weird battles. I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Very hilarious. Very hilarious.
the 5G tower. I keep drinking a lot of water over here. I was
Yeah.
outside
Chugging coffee.
hitting the
as well.
punching bag.
Hitting the
I
bag.
got for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's cool. Found one with a middle spring
Yeah.
fulcrum thing.
Much nicer.
It goes fast. It's very fun.
It is very reflexive.
Yeah, not as much kicking ability on it, but it has a little leg kick thing. And there's not gonna be any UFC until January, whatever.
So yeah,
So-
we're just hitting that.
You just gotta hit stuff.
You just gotta
No,
kick a
we
little.
can watch nothing, I guess.
Well,
Oh, the
speaking of
college
watching
football.
things, though, that's a good
Oh yeah.
good
go
segue.
for
Do you
it.
want to talk about sports stuff? You want to get into the Big Chillin sports segment
No, let's talk about
No.
the Matrix.
or the DIY podcast sports segment? It'd be really funny too to have a random. We could insert like a cooking portion. Be like, hey, today's
Yeah.
podcast recipe is whatever. We just have like
oh,
a
honestly,
15
that'd be
minute.
great.
Yeah, we just insert the
Yeah,
cooking thing. It's a segment. They can just skip over it if they don't want to. Just go right back to the podcast or whatever.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I would also like to release it standalone,
Yeah.
solo career cooking video
Oh yeah, it'd be sad.
thing.
Yeah.
But damn, that'd be a good idea.
Just did
You
it.
were gonna mention. I thought you were gonna bring up the Matrix. And
Oh, I mean, we could, or you could talk about, sports or whatever.
what is even going on in sports? You
Well,
got
we
all the
did
college
have-
football stuff that gets canceled.
Yeah, didn't we have multiple, like two Achilles injuries in one day?
We did. It was like they were like within 5
Yeah.
minutes of each other. in
Yeah, it
the
was.
NFL. I don't
Oh
remember
my
who
God,
it was.
Boudler,
Butker.
Yeah, Mike
remember.
Butker, Dave
Harrison.
Brandon Butker.
Harrison Butker.
I don't think it's
I don't know.
Harrison Butker. That sounds like a really like he time traveled here to play football. I am Harrison Butker. I wish to play. What is it called?
American
Football.
football?
Yes.
Or maybe he came here for a different reason, but was like, "Wow, football is cool."
Yeah, he's like, I could stop the apocalypse, but I think I should just play football.
That'd be a good movie.
Yeah, guy wants to stop the apocalypse, time travels back in time, but finds out football's way cooler.
Yeah.
He's like,
How
you know
about
what?
A guy from today travels
Yeah.
forward in time to save the past or
Yeah.
something. But there's a lot of cool stuff in the future, so he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here and ride this out. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like he's already safe, you know?
Mm.
Just not
But
tell
maybe
anyone.
the people from that he's been sent back from, or like to the future,
Yeah.
are like fascists, and he was a fascist, and they're like, we gotta save the world,
Oh man.
and we can't let this shit happen, this other shit win. We gotta save fascism, and then it's like awesome in the future. Fascism lost, and then like, I don't know. I'm just going.
Well, that
on.
sounds pretty
So,
sweet.
And he's like, oh shit, maybe I should stay here. I
Wait.
should go back and warn them that they were wrong. Is that the prophecy?
Well, no one ever listens to anyone, so
Yeah.
you should stay there. He just winds. He's like, you know what? Yeah, really, no one ever will listen to me anyway. I'd sound crazy, so I think I'll just stay here. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I guess whatever. I guess our
Yeah.
past people dying doesn't really affect the future.
And that's the end of the movie.
And
It's
that's
15
it.
minutes fucking long.
He's being fanned by the hot chicks with 3 boobs or whatever.
Only 3?
Yeah, no, it's like, well, 4 is just sick.
Right.
They said.
Yeah, that's just this guy. That's
an udder.
I was gonna say it's like sick in the mind
Oh, okay,
of a male
that too.
to want more than 2 boobs. That's the thing. We always want more, don't we?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. So
You could have 3 boobs, and then some sick fuck would be like, "What about 4?"
He's like, God damn it! How about it's just one big boob, or it's just
Yeah,
made
like,
of
what
only
do you
boobs?
want?
Just a boob alien. How
I
about
don't think
that?
we'd be into one big boob.
I don't think so. Like a slug that's made of boobs. That'd be kind of
Boob
weird. Just a
slug?
boob blob.
Boob blob.
Boob blob.
That's the sequel to The Blob.
Yeah, boob blob. We picked today's Steve McQueen,
A
aka
virus that
Timothy
just
Chalamet.
makes Women's boobs grow uncontrollably.
Yeah, and they just eat you.
No, I mean like outwards uncontrollably. So they just
Like,
get really
I
long.
guess so.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, they just like consume people.
Yeah, but eventually they get super annoying and a thing that they'd have to do something about.
I feel like that's what happens to boobs anyway. They just get long and annoying. So we're just
But what about
describing the
a
metamorphosis
virus?
of boobs. What about a thing that makes it happen immediately, though?
Gravity. Oh, Mars would be other planets would be interesting. Well, for our balls,
They
and
go
for,
up.
and for boobs, the balls would go up.
Was there less gravity on Mars?
Oh,
Or is there
actually,
more?
you're right. The less gravity would be great for boobs and balls.
The problem with also, this is wow. I don't think anyone's ever. Has NASA discussed this? Has Elon Musk discussed
I
this
don't know,
with his
but it
team
would
of
be-
physicists and analysts and like computer programmers?
Maybe that's why he wants to go. Wait, what's Mars like?
Well, the thing is, if it's higher gravity, then everything's going to sag way worse, and we might need like special, like extra
Oh.
underwear, like regular underwear, and then like some sort of literal athletic supporter or some sort of basket or like a ball basket that we wear to like stop them from shrinking like past our knees or
Okay, so
shrinking.
Earth's gravity
Oh my God.
or Mars' gravity. Let's see how I could make this even more, I guess, easy. But all right, so Earth has 2.6 times the gravity of Mars. So on Mars,
Uh-oh.
we'll be able to jump a little bit and stuff. That's what that means.
So no sagging, which means
Yeah,
boobs.
no, it means it'd be great for boobs and balls.
They'll be way perkier on Mars. So actually, hold on.
It'd be great for
here.
everybody involved.
And Elon.
I think I heard a knock on the door, so
Oh,
I'm
you
just
did?
gonna pause.
That's
this real
hilarious.
quick. No knock on the door.
Yeah, well, I guess
Gravity bigger on Earth.
Yeah, so really, Elon, he's got the trucks. He's grabbed the rednecks over with the truck idea.
You don't need a lot to have floating vehicles on Mars. You just don't want to like.
but
float away.
that thing is also, they won't float away. They'll be cool. You could jump your truck higher.
Yeah, but you might just jump your
Yeah.
truck right off the planet. I don't know if that's possible.
No, I don't think so. That'd be funny. It's just like woohoo! Oh shit! Now it's drifting off because there's no atmosphere.
Wow, 62% less gravity than you're used to on Mars. Actually, I
be-
would like to go on vacation to Mars to experience that.
I mean, just see the
If I gotta
boobs
wear
there
a
would be
suit.
cool.
Martian boobs.
Mars boobs.
Mars is
They'd be
gonna
way
take off.
perkier.
Actually,
Yeah. It might take off because of the boobs. I mean,
maybe it would be
geez.
uncomfortable for the balls though.
Yeah, kind of like shoving your balls up in you all the time. So maybe
you gotta like, you always
maybe
gotta
they're, like-
adjust a little bit.
maybe they're like hanging upwards past your dick. That would suck.
They're gonna be
Maybe
always
just the
off to
dick
one
is up.
side.
Oh, I mean, your dick could be up too. Why would your dick be heavier?
Oh, yeah, they
My
all just,
penis is not
sounds like they're
affected
gonna
by
be
the
always off
gravity.
to one side.
Yeah. Why
Um,
would your dick be affected
yeah,
by
maybe
gravity?
Mars will just be super annoying for dudes.
Yeah, but super awesome. But you'll just be able to, handle it because of the, the perky
Yeah.
boobs. So
What if we're like, no, we're gonna abandon this planet? Fuck y'all.
yeah, our balls suck. Our balls feel like they
balls
suck.
suck here. We're not gonna do this.
Not a good ball environment. Not a good testicle-friendly environment. So we're just gonna not. We're just gonna.
Extraterrestrials.
Yeah. I gotta like tape my nuts and dick to my legs so they don't float upwards out of my pants or whatever.
The average, or so the
Okay.
if you were 100 pounds on on Earth, you'd weigh 38 pounds on Mars.
See, that is actually maybe it might just pull boobs upward. Yeah.
You don't want them up too much. It stretch
Yeah,
out
then
even
they're
more.
just
Then you go
facing
back to
upward.
Earth. What the fuck happens?
They just get pulled right down. I
Oh,
mean,
they're
you're
gonna-
fucked. The boobs are fucked.
And the balls. If you think about it, they can't survive that
Oh my
if
God.
if they've always been Martian.
Yeah, they just get yanked out of you.
Oh my God, that'd be
Like, man, my
horrible.
balls. It's great, but man, my balls fucking.
So you go to
killing me.
Earth and you're like, oh my God, my balls are 62.5% heavier here. Jeez.
That sounds my dick. So that's kind of
Imagine
cool.
trying to
but
go
my
jogging.
balls- Oh,
No
you need a
thanks.
ball holder. So my dick's
That's why
heavier.
we solved why Martians don't come to Earth.
Yeah, it's like our balls will just hurt all the time. No thanks. Oh my God, that's a great premise too. Holy shit.
Yeah, glad
Uh,
we talked about this within the first 15 minutes of the
Yeah.
thing. But
I haven't even
Man,
looked
this
at
is
the
a
things
great
I've written
idea.
down. So
what are we gonna do about this? This
I
is
don't
the
know.
question.
I don't know, but that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I mean boobs just be facing upward. They just
Nipples up.
not be good. Nipples up, I guess. What? It's like some sort of weird, hilarious thing. Yeah, nipples up, Mars. Woo!
It's like that's the shirt you get on the way back to
Nipples
Earth.
up.
Oh yeah, Mars.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Mars may be the way to go. I was thinking I've been less and less inclined to think Mars is cool the more and more I hear about it, actually.
Really, it seems
Um,
like more of a bummer. It's like, oh, I have to live underground. It's like, I mean,
You
I
have to live underground or just always be in a suit.
Are the upward boobs gonna be worth it? I don't know.
Who knows, man?
Yeah.
That's a big question on the minds of, probably on the minds of all the engineers at
Yeah.
wherever.
Oh my god, it'd probably
SpaceX.
be swelling too, because you'd pull blood to like the balls of it, which would be cool, because I would be like, well, at least my dick is heavier, but my balls are like
Blood away from the balls,
not good. Yeah, it'd be pulling blood away from
which is good
the
for
balls,
the
yeah.
balls. Or not
to
good
have
for
blood
the
away
balls.
from them.
Not to have blood away from them, but I guess they're not supposed to be super warm.
No, they're not. Yeah, that's why they go away from you.
So
Just
maybe
like
being more
shrink
huddled
down,
up
shrink
towards
down.
the body would not be good for the balls.
It would probably lower sperm counts if we're talking full science right here.
Full science.
If I'm using full science, I'm talking full
So
science.
a lot of the times, and we'll let you guys know when we're not at full
Yeah.
science, but that's a lot of the times.
That's a great fucking thing. I'm writing that down. Talking full science.
No, but this raises questions for astronauts. I'm sure they've felt that they've been at zero gravity, so we can ask them how I guess it is when they get back. That would be my one question for an astronaut. We should do the thing. We live right next to.
It's
Or
ridiculous.
we live very close to Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah, we could just lie to one of them. Say, yeah, we got a lot of views. We're not going to show you anything.
Launch
but
pad
just like,
39F, J.
yeah, that's where we
is-
live.
Or 39A,
Where we live,
whichever it is. I don't know why I wanted to add the last letter, but launch pad 39 took
Yeah.
us a lot to the space.
Yeah. So
So, and that's right down the road. So we could go there and we could schedule a lunch with an astronaut
it's
for
probably
like
free.
$40.
Do we have to pay them?
Yeah, it's like $40. You get to eat lunch with an astronaut and ask him whatever the fuck you want.
$40?
Yeah,
Why?
it
why
may be
money?
45 now, inflation, but
Yeah, that's right. Maybe 50 or 60. Who
it
knows?
could be. Actually, I don't know. It was weirdly expensive last time I looked, though. It was like around that price, and we can ask him that question about the balls.
I mean, they'll have
We'll
a good
call
time.
we'll call the episode. Maybe we'll call this one the balls and the boobs.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is,
but
by
I
the
don't think that
time
would be legal on YouTube.
No, I mean, we can't say it, even though it's 18-year-olds. But apparently, 18-year-olds need to be protected along with children now too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's restricted. So I guess adults can't hear it either.
Can't hear boobs.
That's some good podcast coffee.
You got some right there?
Yeah, it's great. Still
Can I try
sipping on
it?
that Laird Hamilton.
Is it
Uh,
still warm?
Yeah, 100% Arabica. No, it's really cold because Florida's.
Oh shit!
Florida's
This is
hot.
a cold coffee.
It's a cold brew iced coffee. It's Arabica from Peru or whatever.
That's
I don't
delicious.
know. Mushroom coffee. Yeah, it's pretty goddamn good.
Mm.
Chocolatey.
Wow.
Very nice.
I don't know why I leaned into the mic to go.
That's all what you do. You just do the mouth noises. But that'd be
As if we were
fascinating.
Doing a mukbang.
Yeah, mukbang. If you, but if we talk to an astronaut, we
Yeah.
would. Are we allowed to record
I'd like to get an astronaut and an
conversation?
ancient astronaut theorist together.
that guy Zibin Zapopoulos?
Giorgio,
Yeah, Giorgio Zibin Zapopoulos. He could.
Pippin Pavlopsicopoulos.
Yeah, Pippin Pavlovskopoulos. There you go. We
I
would
don't know.
need a
I
camera.
think if we could just get an astronaut on here, that would be a huge win.
Yeah.
And like ridiculous.
Yeah, for
'Cause
$60.
The times are weird. Maybe we could just email them and get a Zoom going.
Yeah, it's like, do we have to pay for a Zoom? Like,
Yeah.
is it 30 for
I
a
could just
Zoom?
be like, look,
maybe?
I got a project for school.
Yeah, just straight up, just whatever. Who cares?
I want to ask you all about the balls.
Yeah, this is for, by the way, this is anatomy and physiology, just so you
Psychology.
guys know. Yeah, psychology, physiognomically,
Balls.
Yeah, balls.
For my psycho balls.
Yes, for my psychoballs experiment.
Psychobologist.
Psychobologist, yeah. What
I'm not going to
happened?
get into grad
Yeah.
school if they hear this.
No, it's going to be
A
fine.
psychoball degree.
One went on Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't think they're
That's
going to
true, you
care.
know.
He has Kanye West. Oh, no, he didn't. Did he? Yeah, he had Kanye West on there. Yeah, he did. I think twice now, maybe.
Jeez.
Yeah, the second one was whatever.
Actually, I did watch the first one. I was appalled. Actually, I was into it though. Like he was.
Yeah, he's
I
crazier
was
than
like,
I thought,
wow,
for
okay,
sure.
you know, I have a viewpoint now on what this guy's like.
Yeah, the morbid religiosity really freaks me out to have
I
all
think
that money.
I think Kim Kardashian likes exciting, very like a guy that always has something going on, something that's gonna break the monotony of the day.
Yeah, just like wakes up with the fucking problems. Like,
yeah, it's like Kim, we gotta solve Africa right now, baby.
we got all this money.
We got all
To
this
solve
money in the
Africa.
world, and we're not doing anything
Yeah.
with it.
Fucking Bono's all over there.
You got Bono.
Yeah,
You got Donald Trump.
hilarious.
He's the president of the United States.
Yes, and by the way, we are not doing a black accent. We are doing the South Park version of Kanye. So
And that's just a
yeah.
Kanye.
just actually Kanye too.
That's
yeah.
not even black.
Yeah, it's just Kanye West. I don't think I think like half of black people denounce him. I think so.
I feel I would. Maybe we could have half of them on the podcast to ask that
There we go.
question and get a good poll
I
going.
have like
But
50 million people.
Kanye
on the
has been
podcast.
interesting lately. You said he's bought the mansion right next to Kim K's house.
That may have been a meme, but I don't know. Memes are pretty truthful
Memes
nowadays.
have been pretty truthful.
Yeah,
You
so
never
it's
know.
kind of weird. I trust him kind of more than.
But I bet he's got the thoughts. He probably has. He knows what they're gonna have for dinner.
Yeah,
Like,
because he'll just watch what they order.
yeah.
And it's funny, you were looking through the window at the pond with some binoculars. I'm like, that's exactly what Kanye Kardashian over there is going to do, or Kanye X Kardashian West is going to do.
Hyphenated.
Caffeinated.
I said hyphenated.
Oh, hyphenated. I said
Caff-
caffeinated Kanye Kardashian
you don't want
West.
that.
Yeah, he's just going to be staring at him with binoculars right through the thing. And fucking, what's his name? I keep wanting to say Stephen A. Smith, but
I got it wrong. I was gonna
yeah,
say
it's
Pete
hilarious.
Davidson.
Pete Davidson, I don't know why.
You want to say Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, they're the same person.
I was like, well, I said Pete Davidson. There's no way we could be talking about the same person.
yeah.
And we were.
But he'll just be like mowing the lawn, and he'll just be yelling. Kanye will be yelling out the window, "Why the fuck you mowing the lawn? You're rich as fuck. Hire people for that asshole.
Yeah, you can hire people. You can hire people for that. You piece
Trying to be
of
a
shit."
fucking husband, you dick."
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, no.
Trying to make me look bad. Oh my god,
He may, I don't know, like build a watchtower
that'd be funny.
over the thing. No, maybe he goes out. Who's the Pete Davidson of women? Maybe Kanye get in one of those.
I would say Kate McKinnon for sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it work
So-
that way? Could she get like a Brad Pitt because
Yeah.
women are funny? I don't think
I
that
don't
happens.
I don't think it does it that way.
They're like Fabio's like, she's just so funny.
I think
Like,
funny is
what?
something that's good for sure. Like
Yeah.
every guy wants a girl that's funny.
Yeah, it's good
But-
marketing.
I don't think guys are like, I want the funniest chick of all
Funniest
time.
goddamn bitch ever.
I better be laughing every second of every day.
Yeah, she'd better just be so funny. Like what?
I just need to be entertained. I
Yeah.
guess. No, but I think Kate McKinnon would go great with Kanye.
They're
They both
wackadoos, I'm sure,
have
together.
K's in their name.
Yeah. It's
Kate
perfect.
West, Kanye McKinnon.
Yeah.
She
Maybe,
can't get enough of that layered mushroom stuff.
Yeah. Maybe Kanye
Wow.
could mess with Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship because he really just wanted to get with Beyonce the whole time.
Well, if Pete Davidson gets with Beyonce,
No, I'm talking about Kanye,
no,
though.
I'm just saying that got me.
That'll really
going
piss
on.
off Kanye.
That'll piss off for some reason a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, Pete Davidson, let's just all remind everyone that his dad died on 9/11, okay? So he gets to do whatever he wants now. And,
That's true. I forgot about that.
yeah, and that's, I think his main pitch is like, you know, my
Like-
dad
like-
died
like-
on
but
9/11. And then Kate
here's the
Beckinsale's
thing.
like, wow, my mouth is just so full of slobber all of a sudden.
Well,
Like,
Kate
I don't know.
Kate Beckinsale. That was an interesting thing there. Kate Beckinsale.
It's like, I had a boner for him. Did anyone ever fucking say that yet?
People in the that's basically the comment section. They're like, "Wow, Pete, you piece of shit," or something.
fucking
Wish,
Angry boner.
They're like people are jelly, man.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of bitterness.
Like,
in
on
the
behalf of him, I have a boner.
comments. That's like that's a better representation of
Like,
Instagram comments.
it's fucking hilarious.
But what is he up to? How does he see that going? Did he see himself growing old with Kate Beckinsale?
I hope not. I get a hotter chick than that. She's gonna get, you know.
Well,
old.
I mean, that's the tough thing. I mean, get a hot chick.
Well, he's just running through him
But-
right now, apparently.
But Kate Beckinsale.
hilarious.
Maybe he was clear. He's like, look, we're not getting married.
I'm just here to.
Like, I
guess.
don't know what that was, but or why we're on that. but
Pete's been in a
Pete
Judd Hirsch
Davidson-
movie or a Judd Apatow
Judd
movie.
Hirsch.
Give this man some pussy immediately.
he was in a Judd Apatow movie.
Yeah, King of Staten Asshole Island or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He was in like a fireman
What was
movie.
Ariana Grande? And people were like, he must be cool. And then it was like
Yeah, how
Kate
that happened.
Beckinsale, and they're like, wow, this guy's sick.
You just like
in a
meet her
cool way.
backstage and like make
I-
her
I
laugh
don't know,
so
man.
hard that she
I
just
don't know, man. Comedians or whatever. I guess
hilarious. But yeah, good for him.
you just have to be looking like Pete Davidson. I
Yeah,
guess.
you just got to look like a toad, and
It's
then
not about the looks.
No.
As I've been
no.
seeing. It's about butthole eyes.
Yeah, it's about having super awesome dark circles around your eyes
Butthole eyes.
and be very pale and have some.
Is that a
nice
fair
teeth.
criticism of somebody? Does
Well,
he
I
not
mean,
get
the thing
enough
is-
sleep?
Well, he already does. Probably not. Well, he already you know.
He may be a very exciting guy. That's the thing. He seems like the guy to wake up with some thoughts too.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like, yeah, I mean I've got like weird enough mornings now.
He's got like, I mean, this guy.
yeah,
He's got to be cool.
yeah, I'm sure like
maybe he. Or I saw another suggestion that he just texts back really quick
yeah, so that's what he
Every
just text. It's that's all it is, guys. You just text back very quick.
every day.
What
every
is
time.
that garbage? It's like, oh man, you gotta wait. You gotta keep it wait. It's like, okay,
I don't know. I feel self-conscious about it.
that's pretty funny.
and I'm
You
like-
seem too desperate. And you don't want to look too
or
desperate.
like
or
I don't
something.
even know. Like I'm like, I don't do
It's
that.
whatever.
And, like texting is interesting,
Keep the hoe on the line.
but is that what Pete Davidson did? I don't know.
We just got to seem really into chicks, I guess, and like
Well,
they're like, wow,
Peter. I've
Peter
never heard anyone say
Davidson.
Peter Davidson.
Peter. That's what I'd call him if I knew
Maybe
him.
Pete's just a sick name.
Yeah, maybe it's really sweet, Pete. You know, sweet Pete. They just call him that. I don't know. God, but anyway, enough of Pete Davidson. I'd hang out with him. He seems like a genuinely, fine guy. I've got no
I'd probably
problem.
do that too. I'd be like, yeah.
I have no problems with him. I don't know if he's.
Like, we want to go out somewhere.
Well, I actually do have problems. The thing I'd ask him about is
You
I'd be like,
You got problems with him?
well, the thing if I'd honestly ask him about like, blech. Get this fucking cottonmouth out of here.
Go for it.
The thing I'd honestly ask him was like, was that Lauren Michaels that just made you apologize to Mr. Crenshaw for that joke, or did you actually feel bad for like making fun of that guy who probably murdered people overseas?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Because that
whole
was
thing.
weird.
But like, when did that even start? He was like, he's got an eye patch or whatever. He's a pirate.
Yeah, he
That
did
wasn't even
like
that
a
bad of
pirate joke.
Oh, I just fucking.
But the super strong non-snowflake conservatives were like, "How dare you make fun of American veteran?" And he was like,
you
"Okay, I'll
can-
apologize
you
because
can
I'm a
get
bitch."
past it. It is an SNL joke. It's
Yeah.
like not that bad of a thing, but
Well, it's just kind of weird because anything on the not even liberal side, but like what's perceived as liberal by conservatives is automatically they have to apologize for what they do. Okay, whatever. No.
and I mean, like I don't.
Yeah, it's over. That's just basically what that was. That's all I'd ask him. But yeah, other than that, seems like a fun guy. But yeah, off of Pete Davidson randomly. That's hilarious. How did we get on him? Kanye. Oh, the Kanye joke.
It was Kanye West.
Yeah, back to Kanye though. I think back to Kanye because that's the funnier one.
Yeah.
This guy is just like, what's he gonna do? You're saying that. What's he gonna do next? He's just gonna go and I don't know, just buy
I
everything.
said something.
Hmm?
I said he was gonna do something.
No, I don't think so. You're just saying like earlier, like, what's he gonna do next? This fucking rich
Oh,
guy.
he's gonna go. Maybe he'll go to Mars and test the balls theory,
Yeah. He'd think that's like a
and Kim K will test the other theory. And
the boob.
I don't know
theory.
who will go. Who will be the first celebrity to go to Mars?
Oh,
Who's gonna
man.
go?
Hopefully,
Kyrie,
either Kyrie or Zendaya. I don't know.
Zendaya, and Timothy Chalamet start an actual Dune thing.
Yeah, there you go. A Dune.
The Spice Melange is a real thing on Mars.
That'd be funny. And they actually want it because they took the movie seriously.
There's actually a lot of radiation on the Mars in the Mars sand, so I guess they could have some cool hallucinations or some type of effect if
Yikes.
you're gonna get real stoned.
Yeah, imagine breathing that in.
Yeah, right up your nose.
Be cool. Probably feel awesome. I guess.
Maybe.
So yeah, what's the plan for
Yeah.
getting that out of there? They're just gonna stay there?
What?
The radiated sand?
I don't think they're gonna get it out of there. I think they're just gonna either build over it or
Huh. So
something.
if you dig down too far, like 100 years from now, kids digging, got some radiated sand in his hands. That'd be
Well,
funny
you
as
don't want
fuck.
to do that.
Don't dig. Yeah.
There's not gonna be any travels.
No trowels allowed or shovels of any kind. No excavation tools can
Well-
be owned by regular people.
You'll have a suit on at all times, I guess, if you're going outside.
Yeah.
Unless at that point we can like import some other sand,
We hardly have enough sand here, so
or we could see how deep the radiation goes.
yeah.
See how deep the radiation goes on that planet, and then just like take all that soil away.
Yeah, just shoot it off into the
Yeah, I was gonna say
atmosphere.
jettison that right out in space.
Yeah, buy sand that's not good for us.
No longer needed.
Yeah, it'll crash on some other planet and contaminate it with that sand, but whatever. Who cares?
Not a big deal.
It won't affect us.
Evolution.
Yeah, they'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they like it.
Some
But
other
anyway.
weird shit we get started there.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little bit to get there, I think. But that was a weird voice crack. Um, the cool space thing that happened on Christmas Day,
Yeah.
Christmas Miracle, was the James Webb Space Telescope finally going up.
Finally.
And it like actually happened. I woke up at 7,
Yeah.
watched it for a little bit, and then went back to bed, seeing that it was just a CGI fucking thing
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing.
of it. And then we had like the last image of it. Once it was up there was like a short time where you could see it
Yeah.
from another thing. But then it just left
Yep.
cellular system
Yep. Off it goes to show us cool stuff.
1 million miles away.
Yep.
It's going to look at exoplanets. It's going to look at their composition, kind of.
Fuck yeah.
And there's a bunch of instrumentes on there that are going to look for other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Only the first year
Aliens.
is like rented out with data, or like or rented out, or
Mm.
something, or like mapped out where they're gonna look. So from then on, other companies are gonna be like, "Yo, what should we look at?" Or like take suggestions, and
Hilarious.
so hopefully they'll figure out like exactly what they're doing every single day for the next 5 to 10 years. They said only 5-10 years, basically up there. It'll be able to scan the whole observable thing in like a year, so we'll be able to do that 5 times over.
Sweet.
So
Oh my god, that's awesome.
5 to 10 times. Hopefully we don't miss anything.
Yeah, I'll just keep on doing it.
But it's going to be old light.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks.
Uh,
Old light.
the old light. But we'll be able to see some stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to see the beginning of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The first planets and stars created by the Big Bang,
Yeah.
I think.
And we'll get to see the hilarious Pope Francis excuse that he's gonna have. Be like, oh yeah, no, once again, God, it's just he doesn't have a magic wand or whatever. Like,
Pope Francis is
yeah.
is the head of NASA actually now.
Oh, he is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. He left the.
They're not into the Bible anymore.
Pope
they're
squad.
they're looking for exoplanets.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome.
They actually have astronomers at I like doing the little like saying something ridiculous and they do a little.
Yep.
They have astronomers, I guess, at the Vatican.
That's good.
They still use the old telescopes that Galileo was using.
I was
but
about to say they're not gonna be able to do that.
they use like kaleidoscopes to be looking in space, so they don't know what they're doing. But
It looks like
having
a bunch of
good
bullshit.
you see that story that everybody's sharing? It's like the latest Joe Rogan thing about
Probably not.
aliens. He's like, crazy. It's like a New York Post headline
Oh, maybe.
of like them hiring 24
Oh yeah.
theologians.
Yeah, theologians to study how it's gonna react. It's like I literally nothing.
We know really what's like. That seems like something that's just like a headline for no reason. I don't know
Yeah,
what
pretty
they're
much.
studying them for, or like what are they gonna study?
Yeah.
Are they gonna take some case studies and surveys?
Yeah, there's
Or are
gonna
they
be
just
like,
gonna ask these people, hey, like,
what if?
what'd you think if this picture wasn't fake?
Yeah,
And they're like, oh,
they'd be like,
is that?
do you
Jesus.
strongly agree, or do you strongly disagree, or do you agree? Like, it's just like
And then here's picture
Yeah.
number 1 and number 2.
number 2. Yep.
And
Which
number
one's
3.
more threatening? Oh, that
And which
Okay.
one of these looks like an alien spaceship?
Number 4.
Yep.
Or
Those
number
are all
5.
real. So
All right.
get out, tell your people. Or
Yeah.
no, I don't know how that's gonna. What they're trying to do.
Yeah, I really don't think because we have seen, and I've said this before about the alien thing. People who are
I ain't seen one.
religious here they're quite stubborn. You know, we've seen
They have a little bit of a thing.
about science. They don't trust science
they got
that
a
much.
stubbornness, but it's like
Yeah.
their entire lives, so understandably.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens if the
And
foundation
the
of
thing is,
that gets
people are
ripped
gonna.
out from under them.
Yeah, that could happen, but they could also be.
So
people,
deluded.
people are very rational. It's easy to rationalize things, I guess.
Yeah, well, they did that with the destruction of heliocentrism, and then like, you know,
I'm still
keep
about
on doing it.
heliocentrism.
Oh yeah, I'm all about it too. It's a whole bunch of horse shit, them scientists. But like,
I think the Earth, actually, geocentrism is what I meant.
yeah,
I'm a
anthropocentrism. Yeah, centrist. I'm a geocentrist.
I'm a geocentrist. I don't believe the Earth should have healthcare. I mean, I think there's a middle ground.
Between climate change, geocentrism.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of destroying everything.
But we should maybe
Yes.
think about doing something about it
Halfway. To stop a little bit.
over
What
the
if
next 15 years.
only half of the garbage will be in the ocean, which is still a lot, but only half, which I'm fine with.
How about just the center of the garbage?
Just the center of the garbage.
It's taken out of the ocean. Pretty big block. Everybody's happy.
Yes. Yes. Actually, no one is, which is centrism.
Yeah. It's not even a thing. Like, what is centrism?
It's just being like, oh man,
There's
we
no
could.
center. It's like a thing that's like, they want people to be in the middle of a Republican and a Democrat, or like a conservative and a Republican. There is no really middle of a Democrat or a Republican. Those are political parties.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess politically wise, you can fall in the middle of a lot of issues, but there's no middle ground on actual policy stuff like healthcare.
No.
You either believe it's an inherent right in a society
Mm-hmm.
that you pay to live in
Yeah.
and must work in and contribute to,
Mm-hmm.
in
Which
a
they
first
seem
world-
to believe until that happens, until the
you
healthcare
should
thing.
have a potential right to healthcare.
Yeah.
Um,
right now, we actually legally do because you can't. A hospital can't let someone die.
That's true. So maybe we expand that a little bit
Yeah.
and frame it like that instead of we have to change absolutely everything. But a lot of people would have to change their jobs and learn how to do something else.
Yeah, I mean legally the hospital can't. You
But
know,
what-
it's
what
just
else?
that. Well, it's just that part of society believes that hospitals shouldn't do that. I guess they should just be like, well,
What was the other thing?
about like what we're talking about right now, or just something else and completely different.
I like just throwing what was the other thing into a conversation.
Oh, the other thing was
But,
as the Matrix we watched.
no. We'll get to that. But
Okay.
it was, I don't know. It was something about healthcare or like centrism. Doesn't really make any sense.
Anthropocentrism. Yeah,
But
it sounds stupid.
I'm a centrist when it comes to the Matrix.
Yeah, like it should partially happen.
Yeah.
For
I think
animals.
I'd like it, but I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't like it if I knew I was in there.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't know I was in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, how'd you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
What'd you think of Matrix 4? We watched it last night. We thought it was gonna be $22, but it was $0.
Luckily, as it should have been free.
Yeah, that shouldn't have cost money.
Should have paid us to watch it, honestly.
Thing was, it started off and we were like, what's going
Already.
on? What's going on here?
Well, immediately as soon as the
But
trailer
they
came
stuck
out.
him back into the Matrix
Wow.
as here's a spoiler, as
Yeah. No one
a
cares.
designer of a game called The Matrix with his story, Thomas Anderson. And you got Carrie Ann Moss in there, who's
Tiffany.
Tiffany, and you got Neil.
Was he Neil in that, or is it like
He was Neil, she was Tiffany.
I was
They
like
were
Tom.
getting together, and Craig or Todd, her husband, was
Yeah.
actually Chad, which is funny.
Yeah, really hilarious. They paid attention to the not the
But they-
middle class
they
fancy memes for that
Got
one.
her because they were like, do you remember like right when she was about to kind of say as the kids burst in? I thought that was a good thing, like the center, like the AI trying to control her with her emotions, I guess,
Yeah.
more so because she had a family in there, kids.
Yeah.
And they were like, we gotta go. The other kid swallowed a fucking Lego.
Yeah, so it's like urgent. You got to get the fuck out of
Urgent,
there.
we gotta go to the hospital. Your kid's gonna die. So not only do you have to make this decision right now because of
Yep.
that other thing, but your kid's gonna die on the other side. That was interesting, but a lot of it I thought was a little weird.
I thought it was really
And maybe
funny.
not. It's
And I'm sorry.
no, I was saying it's maybe not as,
Necessary?
I didn't think the Neil Patrick Harris analyst
I thought that was
character was the best. I didn't think he was super scary or like intimidating.
No.
It was kind of like they were able to be in the Matrix and they were safe the whole time.
Yeah, so it's really not any looming danger, really. Just like,
Yeah.
like
What
here
was
we
he
are.
gonna do? Why did they need them in the Matrix still?
Well, they were like, man, it's just so powerful, like, when we can barely get you guys together, but not really.
That was it, right?
And then, like,
You
they
gotta
just,
be
yeah.
close.
And then all of a sudden he just starts wasting a bunch of batteries in it when the people start diving off the thing, which I was saying as they were doing that,
Yeah.
like, so they're just replacing babies right now. They're just like, oh, put a baby in there. Oh, fuck, that one died. Oh, shit.
Having
Like-
the people kill themselves to come off
Yeah.
and like hit the car and stop them. That was
Yeah.
interesting. That was an interesting
Yeah.
scene.
Wasting batteries.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Like they were trying to have a better power source. They're just like, but we'll just like, waste like 130,000 batteries. Or
So
whatever.
did they beat the Matrix at the end?
No, I think it's still there again, even though it was like,
But they got out now they're old.
Yeah, I mean they're a little older or whatever. He was like old in the Matrix, and then he wasn't old in the real life. He was a little older in real life, but like not as old as he was in the Matrix.
They did a good job of making it as confusing as the old ones.
Yeah, I mean it was almost more confusing. So good
Mhm.
job. But the Neil Patrick Harris, I would love to meet the person who's like, who would be really super intimidating and like, whoa, this guy means business. Neil Patrick Harris, the guy who played,
NPH.
yeah, Doogie Howser, and the guy who just like is an absolute horn dog in those Harold and Kumar movies. Real serious character. I thought it was really funny, and the unintentional comedy was really great in it when they threw that chick out the window. She's just goes flying.
That was cool.
That's really funny.
Yeah. They had a dog, or like, there was one scene when Jada Pinkett Smith came back, and they were like trying to explain some stuff, and they were like, we were all left for dead until Kunaki came and saved us
Yeah.
all.
Like,
It's like,
thanks for that
wait,
expo.
what?
And it's funny, the machine war or whatever. Maybe that should have been the movie instead of like what happened here. She's like, all this cool off-camera stuff. We saw like pew pew lasers and shit. Maybe like, maybe that one instead of literally. I mean, the thing is like making a fourth one after the third one so tied up the loose ends pretty much.
Yeah.
You have a thought?
The Carrie Ann Moss, or I guess the Trinity, is another huge spoiler. The Trinity flight scene at the end kind of gave me Princess Leia vibes.
Mhm.
Like when she flew back into the thing and
Yeah.
Star Wars. I was like, oh,
And if we're gonna name
wow.
other Star Wars things,
A little bit of a Star Wars vibe to it.
yeah, so we got some cool friendly looking machines. We got a little butterfly one. We got like this one that we can high five. Like what the fuck, man?
Well, I forget, there was another Star Wars thing that kind of reminded me of, or Star Wars reboot thing. And I was like, that's
Yeah, awful.
not the best. But I didn't think it was that bad. I thought there was like one really good kung fu scene with Neo for a long time.
Which he mentioned he
Um,
still knows for
yeah,
everyone in
he
case
knows
they're
kung fu.
wondering. I still
Uh,
know kung fu.
They didn't have as much of that.
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of those scenes in the other movies that maybe had shorter fights, but
Yeah.
no, there were longer fights too. But I didn't like I didn't love the guy who played the new Agent Smith.
No, it's kind of boring. And he was just in the movie. He just pops in for a random monologue. He didn't seem dangerous either. He wasn't even.
Yeah, I
like,
wanted to see
hurting
more of
Neo. I mean, he kind of was for a minute.
potentially more of Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, and they kind of just reenacted the fight scene from the first one at the end of the first one. Anyway, literally, we just rewatched kind
Did
of
he
the
take
first
over?
movie.
Did he take over the guy's body? No,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I
Oh,
guess he
shit.
was him originally.
I honestly,
Yeah.
I gotta watch the last 15 minutes again because I don't know.
I think we should because literally Neo destroyed Agent Smith because remember when Agent Smith turned Neo into an Agent Smith and then he like basically reverted all the Agent Smith juice back onto him,
It's just like an Avatar.
went into him, yeah. And also he kind of destroyed that version of Agent Smith as well in the first one. So literally the first one was like a standalone where he destroyed Agent Smith, but I guess he destroyed Agent Smith again at the end of the third one. So really, I
Didn't
mean,
he?
and it's funny, I'm not like saying like these movies are oh my god.
And in the second one.
Yeah. I think he kind of did. Yeah, he fucked him up a little. But yeah, so anyway, Agent Smith sucks. But how did he come back after being destroyed? Because
He's
everything else, they
nemesis.
made sure. They're like, we're going to explain this for sure because people are going to be mad at basically. And literally, it's the premise for. They took the premise for like a second sequel instead of like. I mean, and it was so just tied. It was the loose ends were tied up, but they took the premise for the second sequel and used it for the fourth movie. Like he has to relearn everything. Like we just watched him rediscover the Matrix, literally.
Yeah.
Like,
He had to come back out, but they created another Matrix for him.
but it's just
Or not-
like, oh my god.
I guess not created another Matrix for him, but he created a thing in that Matrix to save him or to get him out. I don't know.
I guess, and like, oh my god. Yeah, the prophecy again. But yeah, it's just like so. Some machines are made, they're friendly, and there's like a butterfly
Mm-hmm.
one who got, and it was really
the
funny
machines help him
too.
in the future because of Neo.
Yeah,
I guess he kind of that was like the one message.
yeah,
of the thing
well,
that
yeah,
because he
brought peace to everything and
He-
ended the war.
brought peace to that. There's like still conflict
Yeah.
or whatever, but it's the humans
Yeah,
can like exist outside of the Matrix,
yeah,
I guess, as long as the Matrix still runs.
yeah.
I
But
don't know.
literally, like he
They
tied
need a
it up.
Terminator to come in and fuck shit up.
Yeah, and also, the weird bead people that are like
What are the beads?
that made of beads or whatever. Morpheus is like.
Oh
made
yeah,
of
those
beads.
are like
Yeah.
beads.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. And Morpheus, I guess, was a downloaded consciousness, which makes sense. I mean, if you have the technology to do that, you might as well. But
Mhm.
he just was beads in real life or whatever.
Very
and it was-
powerful beads.
Yeah, there was a part like where we were supposed to feel suspense when the Sentinels were after. He was like, he got away from him. I'm like, can he be killed in bead form? Or
I
are we
don't
supposed
know.
to be
He may be
terrified
able to
for him?
be, I don't know. Yeah, are we supposed to be scared?
Yeah, it's like he could turn into a cloud of beads. We saw him like crawl down a hole, like when the Sentinels were like, "Is he there? Oh, he's gone." I love those too. Like, oh shit, we're too late or whatever. And he's
why
like
would a robot then give up that trail?
slinking down. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They're like, oh well, I guess he's gone. Us intelligent AI don't know how our own shit that we built is built, so we can't just dismantle this and get him out
We
of.
have all
but
the
whatever.
data to say that he went this way, but we're gonna question that. Well,
Yeah,
I guess
pretty
they
weird.
are AIs. They could question their own data, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not just a pure machine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
well.
really, once again, unnecessary. But yeah, taking everything, he ended the war, and they didn't really explain how the war, like, I guess, flared back up again. One of the machines was like, hey, you stepped on my
Afghanistan.
foot. He's like, hey, you spilled water on my circuitry, and now I'm all sparky or something. Then that started the war again. Yeah, and also they had, like, a weird little robot that ran around and I guess did errands or brought them coffee or whatever sort of
Yes.
gross water they had.
and they're
Um,
like, we can't do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
We couldn't make these bead people if we didn't have the machines to help us.
Yeah, and then also Niobe's character, did they? I guess they didn't really spend much money on like the old makeup, but I'm
She
glad.
did look a little.
It wasn't
interesting.
But I'm glad though that they didn't try to do CGI young face or
Yeah.
old face because that would have been even worse.
It would have been good.
Uh,
They could have just had her in the movie.
Yeah, maybe like
Yeah.
you know.
The thing is, she isn't. She actually aged since then. They don't have to like. Is it because she looks so young still? Or did they compliment her by saying, "Oh no, it's because 60 years passed."
Yeah, I
in the
guess so. She
thing.
was like 20.
Yeah, so
30?
she was 20. So if
Maybe
she was
30?
20 in there, then she would have after 60 years she'd be 80.
Yeah, I
so
guess.
maybe that checks out. So she doesn't look like she's 80 now. Clearly,
Yeah.
she's all over the place with Will Smith.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. But let's see, that was going on. And also, I don't like in the first one, it wasn't clear whether or not she knew Dozer. So when they were drinking that weird dirty water or whatever the drink was, and Neo's like, you know, basically a poke at the old movie, well, at the first one, which is what the whole movie was.
Do you remember Dozer?
Oh, it's better than Dozer's, whatever. It's like she probably has Alzheimer's, man. She probably doesn't remember anything. Like it's like 60
didn't
fucking
see-
years ago.
She was like a general or something.
Yeah, so I guess
A
maybe
lot of
she
see
knew
Princess
Dozer.
Leia there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Really, yeah, they pretty much tried to go with the
Maybe,
powerful old woman trope
but
that they started out of nowhere. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if she knew him or anything. I guess
I'm
maybe
not sure.
she did. Maybe
I
she
don't
did.
know. I don't remember.
She never talked to him in the first one, so I'd be like, okay, that's kind of a weird reference.
The thing is, with friendly robots, we're definitely gonna have them.
Yeah, that's the thing too. But
Or helping
Yeah, I
robots
can't
and
wait.
machines or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, like that
Uh,
thing. The one concept I enjoyed out of that stupid ass game Destiny was like the little hovering ball thing that fucking helps you out and shit, and
Mhm.
shows you directions or whatever.
Shows you
pretty
directions.
cool.
Does it have a light on it?
Yeah,
That's all we need.
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
A little drone.
That's what the smartphone's going to turn into, probably. That's
there
like the
was
next evolution.
Neuralink. If we have that, all these little doohickeys and robots,
Yeah.
it may not be AI. Maybe they'll just be controlled by us with a little thought.
Kind of boring.
Be a little multitasking thing.
Yeah.
We just have to learn how to, I don't know, turn dishwasher on with our mind, and
Just all right, there it is.
I don't know. Maybe you would want something automated to do it because we don't want to put that much brain power into something.
Yeah.
That's part of it too. You want to have time to do other things and have your robot do most of your shit for you.
Yeah.
Have your
And,
robot do your job, so you can, I don't know, do anything else.
Yeah.
So, it depends on what it is. People may have a, I don't know. If you're good
Yeah.
enough at your job, you could, or if you're good enough at programming a computer to do something, maybe you could do that. But
Mhm.
it's just gonna make we like using technology to make shit easier.
Oh yeah, way
So
easier.
we're gonna fuck up a little bit on that, but
Mhm.
also we're gonna have a really good time and make some cool stuff.
Yeah, just as long as we don't accidentally design anything with a bunch of squid tentacles and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. We're also gonna make them really weak, so it'd have to have a lot of them to really get you.
Yeah, like zombies.
Yeah.
So if you just be overwhelmed by a bunch of robot zombies,
They could lean up against you.
it
100
might
of them
crush
get
you to death. It's actually there was a MythBusters experiment on how powerful will zombies be in like a crowd of just them pushing up against a thing walking. Like, can they push down a fence like in Walking Dead or whatever? This was not a fence, but Adam Savage had like I think 30 people, maybe been like 15 or 20 or whatever. He used the scale, the pulling scale. I forget what it was called. The fucking something.
The Richter scale.
Yeah, Richter scale. Thank you.
know
No,
if
probably
that's
not. But he had put a 2x4 across their facility
Faces
door.
hard.
Yeah, and they just walked up against it and snapped it in half. So it's very
Right.
fascinating, the force of just a bunch of people walking, just only walking normally up against that, and like kind of I guess pushing or whatever. So they were able to just snap a 2x4. So maybe robots would be a little more powerful, but really you could just shoot them or hit them with something and knock them over.
Yeah, but you can't do that
Yeah.
with a robot.
Well, maybe they'll have like a setting to where if you knock them on their back, they'll just basically wind into it, turn into a turtle. They're like, how do I get up? Oh my god.
Yeah, or just automatically turn off.
Yeah, or just like deactivate. But of course, if they become self-aware, they won't be able to. They'll just deactivate that deactivation thing, so you can't
Right?
deactivate
That's
them.
the thing about robots.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fucking create a smart
Yeah.
one.
They'll deactivate the voice deactivator that deactivates when you tell them to deactivate. So you can't deactivate them by
Oh,
saying
shit.
deactivate. So you're kind of fucked.
What
Yeah,
if
so
they
you
don't
gotta-
figure? What if we built it in so they can't do that?
Like an idiot thing.
Yeah.
A
But
governor?
what if they disable that?
A smart governor.
They're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, let's get that out of
Immediately,
there.
I should turn that off.
Yeah, weird. Oh boy.
Mhm.
But anyway, let's see. Their ship was like a shrimp, so I guess their technology evolved into like becoming moving or whatever.
Everything evolves into a
Stuff.
crab eventually. That's all I know.
Yeah, and then from a crab to a butterfly for some, some of the robots, and then a wasp. Actually, I think one of them was like a wasp this time. So that was fascinating. After we got to see Neo wake up again from the
Jay,
goo pod,
Jay.
and it grabbed his neck again,
There's
and he grabbed
8
onto it.
billion people in the world.
Yes.
Where's all that shit
Yeah.
going?
Do you really
Piles of
think
shit. 8
shrimp
billion.
fried this rice?
Yeah. Jay, 8 billion people.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Where's the poo go?
Where is it going? Right to the ocean, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's the only place that's a giant.
Or underground in septic tanks. There's so much human shit
There's so much.
in the world. It's
There's
gross.
so much fecal matter. It's probably fecal piles at this point.
That's what I'm saying. How are there not piles of shit everywhere? It's
Do we
8
smell the
billion
dump
people.
or poop? You know,
We
down
probably
with the
smell
dump.
the dump, but like here in America, there's not piles of shit everywhere. But how in other countries where there's like 1 billion people
Maybe.
in a really small area? Looking at you, India. No, not not you, looking at
Talking to
but
you.
like anywhere where there's a bunch of people.
Cholera country.
How are there not a bunch of piles of shit everywhere? What are they doing with it all?
It's all going in the river. Remember watching that weird
The
Forrest
Ganges?
Galante thing where they were trying to rescue that weird alligator with like a tire on it,
Mhm.
and they were like, "This is all fecal matter on the basin of this river."
He's like this that I'm
The
grabbing
bottom.
with my hands and putting my head under the water.
Human shit.
That was gross.
This thing that is stuff that I'm walking barefoot.
I probably wouldn't shake
In-
Forrest Galante's hand, even
No.
though I respect
No.
him so much.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know where you've been, bro. And you're probably radioactive from all the sunburn you've gotten at
Radioactive from the sunburn. You got human shit on your hands.
this point. Yeah, being a biologist is really
Probably gotten
dirty
bit by
ass.
all kinds of shit. Been in a lot of weird places. Gotten a lot of weird parasites.
Oh man,
Maybe laying dormant
never
for
know.
years.
Never know.
That's one of the downsides to being a wildlife biologist. Parasites
Laying dormant for years.
for years.
Then
I
out
thought
of
about
nowhere,
going to school to become a wildlife biologist, but
Yep.
I didn't want parasites laying dormant for years.
That's a great title for this. Parasites
laying dormant
for years. Yeah, you don't want to be like pooping one day and then a worm pops out and looks at you and be like, "Yo, what's up, buddy?" Been in here for years.
Been
Dormant
laying
for
dormant
years. But
Oh,
now I'm
no.
out.
Bot flies.
Yeah, dormant for days, I think. Yeah, those are gross. Those are easy to take care of, though. You just pop them out of you. You just pop
Not
'em
as
out.
bad as the neurological parasites.
Yeah, those are terrible, like rat lungworm and all that shit, and even worse
That could
ones we
take
don't
like
even know
14 years
about. Yeah,
after you travel to Africa.
Yep.
And swim in hippo water
yeah,
to really get in your brain.
yeah. Naked and Afraid. They're gonna have to pay out a lot of money, like 10 years from now. For
Yeah,
all these
more than
people.
the $5,000 they
Yeah.
pay to the people who survive for 20 days in the
Yeah.
wilderness.
$5,000 for 20 days of work. I guess that's like, you could get like a recruiting job or something and get that per month.
Get
I mean,
something like that, but
Yeah, instead of
yikes. You gotta,
yeah.
You got to sell a lot of cars to get that in commission per month.
Yeah, the woman got a really
Houses.
bad parasite and was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Probably a couple million there.
2 weeks. I mean, we used to watch all these horror stories of.
Yeah, Monsters Inside Me.
Yeah.
It's real
Oh
fun
my God,
stuff.
Monsters Inside Me was cool.
But that's just educational. I mean,
it
like,
was.
don't
These people would go through like
yeah.
years of
Yeah.
parasite shit.
Yeah, it's
Not
like,
no one knows what it is.
yeah, don't go in the water, and if you don't know what's in there, don't sniff dirt. Don't wear a mask when you got fucking piles of dust everywhere. You don't know what's in that shit.
Yeah, we probably don't even know what's in that shit. Not everything's in the medical books yet.
And there are in the Amazon rainforest, there are viruses in there that no one knows about, pathogens no one knows about. I mean, fish that get discovered every day.
Yeah.
That are new species of insects. So it's just crazy. We don't even know this planet. We're like, let's go somewhere else.
I'm hungry.
I kind of am too.
Yeah, I was too. I had some eggs and some waffles this morning, but I'm hungry again.
Steak and breakfast.
I woke up and I was like really hungry, so
Yeah.
I ate, and now I'm hungry again.
Yeah, but we'll conclude. In conclusion, the Matrix. I did not detect any franchise starting or any sequel.
Yeah, they didn't like have a
stuff.
Trinity and Neo have a kid at the end.
Yeah, they pretty
And
much
then-
ended it the way
yeah.
the first one ended, where they fly off into the sky. Like he flew off
Yeah,
into
he
the
flew
sky.
off and she flew off
Yeah, so now they can both
together.
fly.
So now they're
Yeah.
like setting people free in the Matrix. Now I kind of remember what they
Yeah.
were doing. They were like, yeah, but we can fuck up your world or whatever, Neil. We can set
Yeah,
people's minds free. He's also
Neil.
Neil. Is he Neil Patrick Harris in that or the analyst?
the analyst. Why do you think he's called the analyst? Is it because?
It's because he analyzes all the data in
Yeah.
there and does whatever he does. But he's like
Yeah.
the toy maker. The other guy was the
Toy maker.
architect.
Yeah, and it
What
was
happened to
really
him?
weird.
It was George.
Yeah, the guy with
George Carlin.
the guy in the white. Yeah, that was hilarious. I think he played like some sort of thing, and I think he did. I think it was a scary movie or whatever.
Yeah,
He did
something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
He
pretty
was
funny.
the Matrix guy.
That's pretty damn funny. So that was that one, and I guess Neil Patrick Harris, better than like having a room full of TVs that you just sit in as an actual house. So that's I guess the program that like wouldn't really need a house or anything could just like enjoy itself, even though why would it need to? Whatever. Just a bunch of
Yeah,
questions.
you're just getting into
Yeah.
things that matter.
Yeah. Like, why would he have glasses that I don't know. But, and also the other
Style.
program, remember from the second one that was also unnecessary? The French guy, the French program, he was also there, literally just there yelling at him.
Yep.
And, like, I guess
Get
he'll,
his things going
Yeah.
crazy.
so I guess he'll be there, like, wearing some garbage, and some other programs that I didn't recognize at all wearing some garbage. Maybe there was some of the, maybe there's some of the random, like, disposable characters with no names or faces that he fought, like, in the weird house full of weapons.
Yep.
But I didn't recognize them, so I don't know even what those were from. I thought maybe they were going to bring back the shadowy guys who could just like turn into anything, could like go
Those
through
are
stuff.
cool. There's been a number of weird characters, so every
Yeah.
time a weird character is introduced in the Matrix, I try to remind myself of that.
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, they did have like the two squid guys.
but they didn't bring
that
those
never
cool
came
guys
back.
Yeah,
You have
did they kill
the
them?
red suit people in that house. You have I don't know, a lot of stuff from the first one that was probably weird. Lots of leather.
Yeah, and latex.
Yeah, latex.
Yep.
Is it leather? Mostly
Both of those.
latex.
I think Trinity wore latex in one of them.
that was one thing that was making me think that she chose the Trinity thing when she walked into the
Yeah.
coffee shop at the end because she had a leather jacket on.
Yeah, would it be funny if like there's a? I'm surprised South Park didn't do this. They should have had him walking around with all the leather sounds.
Oh yeah, let's do a Matrix kung fu scene with. Maybe that's
That'd
out
be funny
there.
as shit.
Maybe that's out there.
Yeah, just like all the leather squeaks and
Mhm.
whatever the sounds.
Neo
Just like turns around. like,
Yeah.
just-
blocks the
goddamn.
bullets.
yeah, just, like you hear it just. It's hilarious. The leather creaking. I don't know what to call that sound. Creaking, I guess.
Leather,
Kind of creaking.
leather stretching noises.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah. Leather
Stuff.
rubbing sounds.
Mhm.
Pretty funny stuff. And also, I kind of talked about this. This also kind of has to do with creating a little world of whatever. Everyone knows this already. No one cares anymore. But why don't we get some UBI or some, not
Some
UBI,
data
some-
reparations. That's
yeah,
been
data
like not talked
reparations.
about since a while.
But did they even say reparations? Anything
No,
about that?
It wasn't
because
talked about like that our data has made companies a ton of money
yeah,
over the years. Now I guess we willingly give it to them,
but
but
yeah,
they didn't have to come up with the idea of UBI, and some of them did. And then
Yeah.
it's been talked about, and like I haven't seen a lot of things that have been like, here's why it's a bad idea. this will happen. Nobody really knows.
Yeah, no one knows. Everyone's like, oh, man.
Take a chance on the people.
Yeah.
Bail out the people a little bit. And it wouldn't even really be a bailout because it's kind of something that only happened. Like a lot of these tech companies could only have gotten as big as they are with the data they've gotten from people
If we
without their
Yeah.
us knowing about it. Really.
No consent. We discovered it basically through someone leaking shit. So they were going to keep the lid on that the whole time and just keep making money.
But maybe it's going to be one of those things where like, well, you guys accepted the terms and agreements and shit. You didn't read it.
We had it in, and they could have easily done that because no one wants to read the goddamn little. They do that on purpose, of course. It's the fine print. And we could harvest your data for money. And you'd say yes. By clicking yes to the terms and service, you agree to have your butthole sewn to the mouth of another person and someone's butthole sewn to your mouth.
Yes.
Which is why you should always read the terms. But the thing is, do you want to use the app? Well, guess fucking what? You're going to have to agree to every goddamn thing.
You need to have your camera and mic on at all times if you want to use Pornhub or whatever.
Yeah, the fucking fucking voice recording thing or whatever it was on my phone, like literally made it unusable if I don't allow them to fucking. Oh, no
we
reason.
have to have your mic.
Yeah, no reason, but like, could we just have some access to like, I don't know, phone calls and stuff? Oh, no reason. Just want them, like, check them out. Just gonna look at them. Just want to check them out, you know? We're not gonna, actually, we're not even gonna do anything. We just need
for
access.
you. It's they want to
for you.
optimize the app for your experience.
Optimize your voice recording experience. We thought that once it only took the pushing of a button and the saying of things into a mic and then the second pushing of a button to pause what you said. But now we listen to everything you say outside of the app.
But I get all these good recommendations on products, so as long as they keep using it for that and not to like kill people.
How about you give me some UBI so I can buy some of those fucking awesome products you keep hawking at my ass?
That's the thing. They can create some awesome stuff, and we could buy all of it if we'd have money to buy it. But I don't know if that'll happen. I think Andrew Yang kind of dropped off on that.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Since then, we haven't heard much about it.
He screwed Bernie over before that, so people for like some reason gave him a second chance for siding with the establishment to fuck Bernie in the ass. Well, he's like, hey, wait though. I may talk about UBI. And now, I'm not talking about it. Fuck you. That's basically what he did.
He made a mistake in New York running for mayor, and then they only asked him questions about Jerusalem.
It was hilarious.
Because they knew he didn't have good answers on that. Yeah. That was his problem during the primary race. He didn't have good answers on foreign policy shit. But
why not?
He wasn't weird. And you know what? He could be funnier.
He could be funnier.
I'm just saying.
Don't answer. And the funny thing is they always do this. They're always like, oh, I'll let you guys set the narrative. Go in there, go on offense and be like, I'm not going to answer any question. Why are you guys doing this? That's what he should have done.
Here's what needs to be answered.
Yeah.
We got all this shit going on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, just be like, who cares? I don't give a shit about your stupid questions. No one cares about your stupid questions.
Well. He took bad advice. That's pretty much what Kyle Kalinske said. He's like, kind of took bad campaign advice there and fucked himself over.
They all do that.
He had better ideas than any of the people that were running for president or office.
Yep. Until he listened to other people's ideas.
And then, he kind of got messed up there.
Yeah.
But UBI has kind of exited the national conversation, even though it should probably be a prominent thing that's talking about. But anyway, The Matrix was great. COVID. We loved it. We both loved it, and we want a fifth one as soon as possible.
More Jude. Hashtag more Jude.
More Jude. Less scripty stuff. Like we don't need
quit with the continuity. I mean,
we don't really care. We just want stimulations.
Fifth one, I want an origin story about the Smith program. I want an origin story about the.
How about they make a movie called
Toy Maker or the Key Maker?
Agent Smith. I
would love that without Hugo Weaving because we don't need him anymore.
Nope.
The other guy who played the CEO. Mm-hmm. Stand alone with him in it only. And maybe 6 or 7 more movies to really tie the knots and loose ends.
Well, we got to know what happens to The Matrix.
We do. We got to know what happens to The Matrix again and
we gotta
again
see if
and
Morpheus
again.
Has a family.
Yeah, and luckily I don't think this movie did super well, so maybe they'll be maybe they'll just be discouraged to make another one, but I doubt it.
The next movie we review would be the Kurt Warner Christmas Miracle thing that came out with Chuck.
It looks my god.
It's terrible.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like I
thought it was going to be.
You can't. How could you think from the trailers that looked like a good movie?
Well, if you're a football idiot and if you just really love Kurt Warner and the NFL still, then I guess the funny thing is back when we had the kid goggles on or some shit. Invincible was fine, but I bet if we watched it now, we'd be like, this thing's
That was a
piece
great
of crap.
movie. I stand by it. Vince Papale is a hero.
Have we ever
and
watched
Mark
it
Wahlberg
since?
would have stopped 9/11.
Don't know why.
And goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh,
That
that's
was
the end?
Big
We're
Chillin
doing it?
Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the DIY podcast.
The DIY podcast.
We're doing it ourselves. This is a shorter one.
Just a little bit of a shorter one.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Goodbye.
That is the Big Chillin